is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
I'm just gonna be honest with everyone, alright? I'm really looking forward to today's stream, and I hope it goes well, because I'm kind of stressed out right now, and I'm gonna explain a little bit about that, but not everything right now, but I'm kind of stressed out about certain things going on in my personal life, and I'm hoping that today's stream can be a productive one, where we hit our 1000th win, where I level up Blanca, where I pull off some impressive stuff. But I will say this, Jasper, he's been a terror these last couple of days, because it's been so hot. I think his behavior changes, right? This happens with cats, is when things distinctly change in the environment, then they change their behaviors as well. And what we've noticed is two things. Number one, he wakes up early, like way earlier than when we need to get up. And he's waking us up like, Jasper, we're not getting up now. Like, why are you doing this? We're not getting up right now. You know, that's number one. And number two, he's been acting up and really, really demanding a lot of attention. Like, every waking moment, he wants attention from us. And if we don't give it to him, then he starts to try to misbehave, because he knows if he misbehaves and does things he's not supposed to do, he'll get our attention. You know what I mean? So, it's tough, and, you know, without going into massive detail about it, because I don't need you to know the ins and outs of what our cat does, but basically, he has been kind of getting us on our wits' end. It's funny, because when he's with us and we're relaxing, and, you know, he's purring and he wants pets or whatever, that's cute. But then it's like, okay, Jasper, no, we gotta do something now. We're in the middle of doing something, you know, we can't be with you every moment. Oh, but that's it. He's dancing all over everything, right in front of us where he's not supposed to be. He jumps on things and goes places and tries to eat things he knows he's not supposed to eat, but he's doing it on purpose, you know? He wants that attention, that love, and...
He doesn't want me to hold him at all. He's biting me. All right.
Yesterday, something happened during my day off. Now I am going to be interrupted, no matter what, during tomorrow afternoon. And there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. There's no way around it. I can't change it. I can't reschedule it. I have to be interrupted tomorrow afternoon. Okay? So that being said, if I'm going to be interrupted, it makes more sense to be interrupted during a gameplay stream, where there is no time constraints on how much gameplay or whatever we're doing, versus a stream that I only do once a week that's tied to support on a channel, and if I have time away from that stream, people are disappointed because we watched less clips. You understand? DsP versus the internet is supposed to be a guaranteed 3-hour show. So if I get interrupted during that show, that's not fair to those who paid to be a part of that show. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so because of that, that's why I have to change the schedule around for the weekend. This really baffles me. High's Darkness just said, I think maybe the game isn't for you. Out of all the people I've watched play it, they love the world building and pacing. Okay, question. Honestly, what do they do for the 2 hours where they're doing bullshit? If they'll say they play 4-hour streams, 2 hours of their stream, they're talking to townspeople that have nothing to fucking do with anything. They have nothing to do with the plot. They're bullshitting. They're wasting time, running around doing fetch quests. They're getting combs. You know what I mean? How do you find entertainment in that? No, really, I mean it now, you know? Maybe they just are, like, young and they have, like, infinite time. You know, I'm 41 years old. If I'm playing a game, I want to be enjoying myself. I don't want to be wasting time on your menial shit, you know? I mean, every game cannot be, oh, this is now the game you play for 2 months straight. It's an insane time investment of your life. And God forbid you're looking for something fun to do. You're just invested and you should enjoy every moment of every little menial thing we put into the game. No. Game developers should be looking to entertain first, not fill time. Too many game developers are looking to fill time and put a stamp on their game saying 100 hours of gameplay, when half of that gameplay is not meaningful.
I can tell you, I can smell the saltiness.
So I'm playing Final Fantasy 16. Last stream, for the first time the game opened up, and they let you travel to any part of the map. And all these side quests opened up, right? And I said to my audience, should I do these side quests, right? Because here's the thing, if this game's like Witcher 3, and if these side quests are meaningful, and have interesting plots to them, and there's world building, and they're critical, and they'll give you some good rewards in these cases, I will do them, right? Here's what I was told by my audience. No. You can literally skip every side quest up to this point. They're all boring. They're all trivial. They're all meaningless. They're just meant to kind of give side additional lore that really doesn't matter to the main plot of the game at all. And you get no rewards for them of any... It's just a waste of time. So, I just said, fuck it then. And I continued with the story. Next thing you know, there's a time lapse. We're 5 years later. And I realized they were correct. I could have spent 4 hours in an open world doing every little trivial, meaningless piece of side content, and there still would have been the time lapse, and all those people would have been erased from existence, and none of it mattered. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm just about to hit the 50-hour mark. I feel like I've been a part of this world for a month and a half. I feel immersed in it. I do. Now you can say, but Phil, actually Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has 100 hours of content and you skipped 50 hours. Who cares? I played the game for 50 hours. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've enjoyed the main dungeons. I've enjoyed the lore. I enjoyed the exploration aspect of getting all the Tears of the Dragon, right? That was fun. All the, what are they called? Geoglyphs. And, you know, getting all the towers and all that. It was fun. It really was. Genuinely, I enjoyed it. Some of the sky temples and things was fun. Now, I skipped 40 hours of side content. Does it matter? I was immersed. I had a great time. And when I beat this game, I have just as much of a legitimate reason to review it as anyone else. Just because there's 40 more hours of content doesn't make it more immersive. It makes it more time-consuming. If you want to immerse yourself in that and consume more of your time. But when you're someone who's trying to enjoy a variety of games in a set time frame, that doesn't matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Final Fantasy 16 attempts to immerse you in the world, and that's great, but don't immerse me with a bunch of boring, menial shit. Immerse me with things that mean something.
It's banana time. Get me that banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze the peel, it comes in. Squeeze banana. It's boring. Sorry, it's 2023. Wasting half my time on your menial grindy shit is fucking boring. It doesn't actually make my game experience better. It just wastes my time. And I'm done with it. At this point, I will criticize when it's valid. Yes, Tears of the Kingdom is a great game and also has a bunch of bloated, boring, unspecific, time-wasting content that just annoys you if you're trying to actually get progress in the game. Final Fantasy 16 seems to be exactly the same. Stop wasting my fucking time. My time is valuable. I don't have time to waste. I'm getting older. Give me fun experiences, not waste of my fucking life. This is a boomer rant.
I demand more as a gamer. Sorry, I deserve it. I paid my money. I didn't want to waste my fucking time playing your boring shit. Seriously, I boot up fucking Final Fantasy 16. There better be something on every stream that entertains me. If not, the game developer failed, not me. Yesterday, someone left a comment on my video that drove me nuts. Here's what they said, alright? So, let me get this straight, Phil. You went to the Great Fairy, and you don't have, in 50 hours of gameplay, enough moblin horns to do a basic armor upgrade. Wow. To which I responded to the comment, yeah, wow. How is that a shortcoming of me? I played the game for 50 hours, and Nintendo didn't make it so that the item drops. Nintendo made the game, not me. You're right, in 50 hours of gameplay, you should have just gotten the items to do basic armor upgrades. It shouldn't have been more of a time investment of 50 fucking hours of your life to do a basic upgrade. Your comment completely proves my point about these games. You did it, you hit it on the head. Nintendo should have made it more valuable time. No, you kill 1 million enemies and rarely do you get an item you actually need for anything constructive. Well then fuck it, you failed. I should be getting the items. I didn't avoid combat the whole game. I beat every dungeon. I fought all the mobs along the way. Why the fuck don't I have upgrade items? Because Nintendo failed, not me. Don't blame the gamer for not wanting to waste more of their life in the game. They already invested enough time. We gotta be reasonable at this point and stop fucking kissing the ass of the game developers because you're fanboys of the fucking genre. Stop it.
There's the salt. The delicious salt. Salt, 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 salt.
And here's the other funny part of people being stupid, too. Phil just wants a game that's on rails. Couldn't be further from the truth. What was the most fun part that I had in Final Fantasy 16 so far? The first time we went to a map and the game let you explore. Instead of just being on rails, there was optional areas to go and fight enemies, little mini-bosses and stuff. That was the most fun part because it felt like Final Fantasy for the first time in the whole game. But that felt meaningful. It did. It was like, oh, I can choose to explore if I so choose. I can go off, I can look for optional items, I can do all this stuff. Now, admittedly, to find out all the optional items I picked up were worthless because they're just crafting items you don't even use, that pissed me off. But it was still fun to be able to have that freedom to explore, right? There's a difference between, oh, there's optional content that's fun because I choose to do it, or you sat through 20 hours of boring cutscenes that have nothing to do with the story. Big difference. We'll see if I continue with Final Fantasy 16 after this week. Let's see how the game goes, alright? I want your feedback, really. When I'm streaming Final Fantasy 16, come on by, let me know what you think. By the end of this week, I would like to make a determination. Are we continuing with this game? Or is it actually so badly designed with this bloat and bad pacing that it's too boring and we don't want to continue? Because I don't want to commit myself. By the way, I have no clue how long Final Fantasy 16 is. I don't want to commit myself to another 80-hour playthrough where we're going to be bored for 2 months. I mean, I had enough of that. I want something that's going to be entertaining to all of us. Not that we're sitting around with our thumbs up our butts, bored to tears, falling asleep. Okay, so let's see what happens in the next week, and then we'll make a determination for ourselves. Okay?
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.